My name is Jamal Ekwioza-Holly, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
My name's Ogo Ekwioza-Holly, and I'm also from Brooklyn, New York.
Well, we first heard about KCBC on the Victory Channel. We kind of got plugged in around 2019, 2020. And our journey here, the Lord kind of spoke to us separately about going to Bible college. It's something that had been on our hearts since before we got married, but with small children, we thought it'd be put off, probably until they went to college. I heard, and when I spoke to her, my wife, she had also heard separately, and that began the journey.
My parents have been partners with the ministry for years, so I kind of grew up on the ministry, and we go to the conventions in Birmingham in England. So it was so neat, and I always had a dream to go to Bible college. So it was so neat to move to America, get married, and end up in the Bible college 20, 30 years later. And then one day he was like, you know, I think we should think of going to Bible. I'm like, yes, Lord, let's go. And so we packed up and left New York.
Yeah.
It's because we were so focused and we knew we'd heard. Everything else just seemed to pale in comparison.
Yeah.
So we did end up having to put a house, you know, up for sale, and there were all those things, but we didn't even care.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get here.
We have 3 small children at home, so just balancing life and both of us being full-time students. It's been fun, but it's been a journey, you know, and it's just been the grace of God that we're able to do it, and we're enjoying it.
I remember the first week or first 2 weeks, I'd say, were probably the hardest weeks of my life, I would say, to be honest with you. From years back, began experiencing some symptoms of sickness that towards the end of it would cause me to kind of lose consciousness. And I knew the Lord said, if you can get to KCBC, you're gonna find the fullness of your answer. I was getting a lot of relief, but I hadn't seen the full manifestation. So the first week of being here, it was hard to go to bed. I would just hear, you're not gonna make it. Just drop out now. Waking up early, the somewhat anxiety of being back at school. I have a law degree, so why would I, a few years later, come back to college, right? And all those fears would just kind of push in my mind. So the first few weeks were very, very hard, very hard. I'm thinking, would I make it? What if I pass out in class? And all these weird thoughts. But I've been healed. Within the first 3 months, the symptoms began to just drop off. So I got what I came to get, and I know there's more to that. I knew the scriptures, and I gave my life to the Lord at 7 years old, spoke in tongues at 7. But it took coming here to come to a deeper revelation of who I am as a daughter of God, the love of God. I didn't expect that when I was coming here. I thought I would learn about faith. And that's what I thought was the missing piece in seeing the full manifestation of my healing. But God knew that I just had to know that I was a daughter. Most people come because they want to come into a deeper revelation of love. And we've seen it. After 2, 3 weeks, you could see students, literally, their appearance was different. People were standing upright. You could see a glow because there's a presence here and there's an anointing here.
We believe there's a call to business and ministry on our lives. And as far as ministry, we believe there's a call to family, to minister to the family as a whole. And I think one of the ways that's translating currently is a lot of what we learn in the classroom, we go home and teach to our children.
Yes, yes.
You know, and they're young. Our oldest is 8, and we have 6-year-old twins. But we're teaching it to them now. And when we start to see them make the connections, and then you start seeing these things manifest in their life, that just, in my mind, solidifies that call to family ministry. KCBC is like a launching pad.
Yeah.
You know, it's a place for you to come, and we thank God for the founder, Kenneth Copeland, but you're getting the opportunity to take what he's learned over 50 years. It's been condensed down into a 2-year crash course.
Yes.
To build that foundation, get you grounded, and then, you know, by the time you leave here, you will know what your purpose is.
Yeah.
And it launches you out. And Brother Copeland says this all the time. You know, he says that what he's learned, he's teaching us so we can go out and preach it to the world.